push beyond what the world expects. They are embers in the dark, waiting for the final gust of wind to snuff them out. But you burn with an endless flame because you never stop asking, never stop seeking to know yourself. And that is why your fire will never die. To be curious about oneself is to constantly feed the fire, to throw every question, every fear into the blaze and watch it burn away. Without this self-exploration, there can be no growth, no evolution. The fire fades because it's no longer fueled by the hunger to know, to understand, to conquer every shadow within. When people stop being curious about who they are, when they stop searching for the limits of their power, they fall into darkness. They lose their flame because they no longer desire to burn. But you burn because you refuse to settle, refuse to stop digging into the depths of your soul to find what more can be brought to the surface. The fire that consumes you is fueled by your endless curiosity, by your refusal to let yourself become something ordinary, something safe. You seek out the darkest parts of yourself because you know that it is in that darkness where the greatest strength lies. Every question you ask of yourself feeds the flame, stokes it until it roars higher, consuming more of what you once were, leaving only the most powerful parts of you standing in the fire's light. Those who lack curiosity are blind to their own potential. They are content with the shallow, with the surface, never daring to dig deeper into the core of their being. But you know that the fire must burn through everything, every weakness, every doubt, every layer that keeps you from your truest form. To stop asking, to stop searching within yourself, is to allow the flame to go out. It is to extinguish the very thing that makes you powerful, that sets you apart from the walking dead who live without purpose, without heat, without fire. Curiosity is not just a question. It is the spark that sets the world ablaze. Those who lack it are doomed to remain small, to live their lives in the shadows, while those who burn with curiosity about themselves rise above. They burn until nothing is left, until every part of them has been consumed and reforged in the fire of self-discovery. The pursuit of knowledge is not a gentle stroll through the gardens of the mind. It is a relentless hunt, a savage voyage through uncharted realms, where only the brave and the reckless dare tread. Those who seek to understand the world, both mental and material, must cast aside the soft comforts of ignorance and plunge headlong into the abyss of the unknown. It is not a dull, spiritless affair as the weak would have you believe. It is a holiday for the fierce, a playground for those whose curiosity burns hotter than the sun, whose hunger for understanding consumes everything in its path. The investigation of the world is not the task of those who seek safety. It is the domain of those who are willing to risk everything, to lose themselves in the depths of what lies beyond the surface. To pursue knowledge is to challenge the very fabric of reality, to tear it apart and rebuild it in the image of your own understanding. It is an adventure for the bold, for the imaginative souls who are not satisfied with the lies the world feeds them. They seek the forbidden, the hidden, the dark corners of the mind where real power lies buried beneath layers of fear and ignorance. To burn your fire until there is nothing left means to embrace this pursuit of knowledge with reckless abandon. To dive into the mental and material worlds with no regard for the limits imposed by others. It is not enough to simply observe the world. You must dominate it, unravel it, bend it to your will. Those who treat knowledge as a passive endeavor are the ones who live in the shadows, while those who embrace the pursuit with violent determination are the ones who wield power. Every piece of knowledge is a weapon, every discovery another flame added to your fire. The weak approach knowledge timidly, afraid of what they might find, afraid of what might change. But those who seek power, those who burn with the fire of curiosity, are not afraid to destroy their old beliefs, their old selves in the process. The pursuit of knowledge is not a calm journey. It is a war, a battle of the mind, where every discovery challenges the foundations of who you are. Only those who are willing to burn everything, to leave nothing behind, will uncover the deepest truths, the ones that grant real power. The world itself is an illusion, a construct built by those too afraid to look beyond its fragile walls. The pursuit of natural knowledge is the act of tearing those walls down, brick by brick, until the raw chaos of existence is laid bare before you. It is not for the faint of heart, it is for the ruthless, for those who understand that to learn, to truly learn, is to destroy everything that was once thought to be true. It is to burn away the lies, to incinerate the illusions, until nothing remains but the cold, hard essence of reality. And in that moment, when the fire is burned through it all, you will see the world for what it truly is, a playground for those brave enough to seize it. The investigation of the mind is no less savage. To explore the depths of your own consciousness, to pull apart the threads of thought and identity, is a journey fraught with peril. But it is a necessary voyage for those who seek to know themselves, to master their own mind, to wield it like a weapon. The mind is a labyrinth of shadows, and only those who burn with the need to understand its every twist and turn will emerge on the other side. The pursuit of mental knowledge is a firestorm, one that will either leave you stronger or consume you entirely. To pursue knowledge in this world means to embrace chaos, to accept that the pursuit itself will burn through you until there is nothing left but the raw essence of who you are. It is not a path for those who seek comfort or safety. It is a path for those who are willing to sacrifice everything in the name of discovery. The weak play with knowledge, dabbling in its shallows, while those who burn with real fire dive into its depths, tearing apart the mysteries of the universe with their bare hands. Those who fear the pursuit of knowledge will never understand its power. They will never know the thrill of discovery, the ecstasy of unraveling the world's darkest secrets. They will never understand the fire that burns within the mind of those who seek more, who refuse to be content with the scraps of understanding that others accept. To pursue knowledge is to challenge the gods themselves, to reach into the unknown and pull back the very fabric of existence. It is not a passive act. It is a violent rebellion against ignorance, a fire that burns until there is nothing left but truth. The ultimate aim of the ego is not to see something, but to be something. To simply see is to remain a spectator in a world where the powerful do not observe, they conquer. The ego craves more than just understanding. It desires dominance, to become the very force it seeks to comprehend. It is not enough to witness the world. The ego demands that you shape it, bend it, make it a reflection of your will. To see is passive, but to be is to take hold of your destiny and carve your place into the fabric of existence. The weak think that knowledge is enough, that to see the world clearly is an achievement. But the ego is never satisfied with such a hollow victory. The fire within you does not burn simply to illuminate the shadows. It burns to consume, to transform.